Alright! Hey guys! Welcome to Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes Wii U. I'm the TheCleanLPGuy. In this episode, we're going to do a characters video. I love how it looks like Aquaman's like pushing Martian Manhunter off the ledge. Alright, we're going to do this in Wayne Manor area. And I'm going to start with Batman because, of course, this game is Lego Batman 3. So why shouldn't we do it with the studliest, haha, Lego studs, studliest man of them all, Lego Batman. Alright, so this is Batman. Basically, he's got a Batarang. He can do targeting with stuff. You can target a tree, like if this tree over here, I could target it with my Batarang. He can also do grapples. I guess this isn't exactly the best place to do it because they can't really show off a whole lot of stuff. But he can grapple. He's got cool. Well, he can grab. There's some people who can't grab, but I don't know why he didn't grab. He should have just grabbed. He's supposed to be able to grab. Grab him. There we go. And then you can throw or whatever. He just does that with his knee. I guess he just like gets him in the stomach. Anyways, so that's Batman. He can use Batman suits, as you probably see in levels if you've already played this game. We're going to move on to Robin. He's basically Batman in Robin young Batman form. He has his own variation of suits, but he can do about the same stuff when he's by, as his own self. He can do grapples. He can do Batarang targets. He's pretty cool. All right, let's go to Superman. I'm trying to get through this a little bit quick just so it doesn't bore you guys with all these different characters being all so long. Superman has laser vision, which is one of his main traits that helps in a lot of different levels, especially the ones that he shows up in, as they use that quite often. He can fly. He's one of the first flying characters you get in this game. He's got super strength, super speed building. He doesn't have super speed in running, though, so he's not super fast. But he's got a lot of other powers that accommodate for things. He's even got freeze breath, which actually helps in a lot of different ways. And you can make a really cool design here in Wayne Manor. Anyways, he's also got X-ray vision, which Batman can also get with one of his suits. But he's got X-ray vision just built right into his eyeballs. It's kind of nice. He doesn't have super hearing like he would in the comics, but he doesn't really need to use that in this game. Superman is pretty much a good all-around character. He's got his own little targeting system like Batman and Robin do. Some of the characters just don't. I think Aquaman here, yeah, he doesn't have his own. But some of the characters do. I guess some of the main ones do. Alright, here we've got Green Lantern. Now, Green Lantern's special in about two ways, really. One, he can fly. That's pretty cool. He's got his own Green Lantern logo when you fly. I guess I'll try and show that off just a little bit. It's got a little lantern logo going on there. I'm going to try and get back to the center now. I'm going to land in water, aren't I? Nope, I'm not. Alright, and the other thing he can do is, because of his ring, he can do Green Lantern builds, which are basically, if you have piles of Green Lantern bricks laying around somewhere, they're kind of see-through, semi-clearish, he can actually make it into something. So, there's a character later that I probably talk about and say he should have that power, but he doesn't. So, Green Lantern is the only one who can do that, but he's pretty cool, and it's Hal Jordan. I mean, how can you go too wrong with Green Lantern, Hal Jordan? Alright. Let's go to Cyborg. As you can tell, they're doing all the members of the Justice League, or at least most of them, as many as they can fit into this game. Cyborg is actually pretty cool. If you hear that clang, I don't know if you can hear it on this version, but if you hear that clang, that means he's magnetic. Basically what he can do is, and he's also got laser vision. Thought I'd mention that. But what's actually kind of funny is you can get a glitch with their laser vision, is that if you just kind of move it in a weird ways, they can either spin their bodies or their heads will just go wacky. It's kind of funny. Anyways, so he's magnetic, which means he can interact with a lot of magnetic things. He can climb up magnetic walls. He can pull apart magnetic stuff. He's pretty cool. Robin has that power too, but he actually has it built right into his magnetic body. He's also got super strength like Superman, because he's just got such a magnetic power punch to him, or metal power punch. Anyways, that is Cyborg. He's actually pretty basic. Here's Flash, probably one of my favorite characters to play in this game. He doesn't really do a whole lot, but he does have super speed. And in the hub world, he can get you around about fast, if not faster than a car. So he's pretty cool, especially when you have the gamepad like I do on the Wii U version. He can get you around town like nobody's business, especially if it's a ground level citizen you need to save or something like that. Some ground level thing. He's pretty good. He can do deconstruction builds, so Lex Luthor, we'll get into that later. Lex Luthor can do deconstructing, but Flash can actually build those things back together, and that's used a lot during free play. If you haven't already seen my free play levels, you can check those out at the end of this video. There'll be a playlist button, and you can just check out all the other videos in this series. Anyways, that's what Flash can do. Wonder Woman, she's quite a bit like Batman in the respects that she has a tiara that can be used like a batarang. She also can use the Lasso of Truth as a grapple, so I'll just show off the tiara there. It looks rainbowy as it's flying away. That's kind of funny. She has super strength. That's how come she could just bash through that tree. Batman would not be able to do that because, well, he's Batman. He's not Wonder Woman. All right, and then here we go. We got Wonder Woman's logo. As you could see when she did the tiara, she had this Wonder Woman logo. This is her specific logo, and she can also fly. There's some like debate whether she should be able to fly, as she's supposed to have the the invisible jet, and that's supposed to be able to help her fly. But it's kind of cool that she flies in this game. It's not like another flying character. She has super strength, so she's another flying super strength character, and sometimes that's needed. Anyways, I believe that's all for Wonder Woman. She's very useful, but she's also not one that I usually think of. All right, here we go. Martian Manhunter. This is the guy I started out with before. He has a very dull targeting range system there. He's got laser vision. He's got flight, super strength. He's not actually afraid of fire, which I thought was weird, especially since they did the kryptonite phobia for Superman. Something that you should know is that he's actually got the phobia to kryptonite. There's actually another character. Actually, there's two other characters I didn't even know about that had that phobia. But anyways, but yeah, Martian Manhunter's not afraid of fire in this game, which I thought was kind of sad. And he has laser vision. I know it's supposed to be Martian vision, but still, it's kind of weird that he has laser vision and it's yeah, never mind. All right, so that's Martian Manhunter. He actually doesn't have anything that you can do with the I don't exactly know what the button would be called. Oop, but that's what his little punch looks like, if you wanted to see that. Alright, next character, Aquaman. As I probably just could have turned into the other guy. He can shoot water from his Triton. That's very important to know, especially in free play levels. If you go around Gotham City, he can actually shoot water from his Triton, and that helps in some areas too. But you can do a targeted version of it, or you can press, I don't know, like an action button, I guess it is. Yeah, it's the action button, and it's just like a steady stream, and you just move him along, and it pivots as you go. He opens his mouth like a fish. Thought you'd want to know that because it's kind of fun. He's got a special power where he can go underwater. He can actually swim in water most times. Well, pretty much all the characters can swim in water except in like the mainland Gotham here. But he can go underwater if you need any coins collected, mini kits, whatever. And he also has super strength, so he is a very good character to have as he shoots the water. That just sounds weird. Shoots water and can go underwater with super strength. So that's kind of a cool character to have. All right, Hawkman. I'm not used to Hawkman a whole lot. I usually don't use him just because I feel like he's kind of a character that, I don't know, he's just not as cool, I guess you could say, as some of the other Justice League members. His design's really cool though, granted. I grant that. All right, he has flight. His logo is, of course, not very decorative. I think pretty much everybody that was in story mode had a decorative story or had a decorative targeting, except, well, okay. All the characters in story mode have a decorative targeting system, but everybody outside I don't think does. So Hawkman's here is actually not very decorative at all. So that's kind of sad that they didn't do all of the Justice League like that. He has super strength, flight, and I think that's it actually. Same with Hawk Girl here, giving you a little bit of look what she looks like in this game. She's got super strength and flight, just like her. Is it her brother, her husband? I don't know what Hawkman is. I thought it was her brother, just like fellow Hawk person. Her mask is a little bit wider and has the black stripes. I feel like this was based off of the version of her in the Justice League for the cartoon series. I don't know if you guys ever saw that, but I love that cartoon series of the Justice League. All right, here we go. We have Huntress. I don't exactly know if she can use grapples, but she can definitely target with her little crossbow here. And actually, I want to see, do we have any grapple units here that I can test out? It doesn't look like I do. Dang it. I wanted to see if I could test out a grapple. I don't know if she can, but she definitely looks like she could. I feel like if she was in one of the levels where you have to do something as Batman or Robin, I feel like she could take the place of doing that as well. I know Batgirl, who is actually next. She can do grapple. She can do batarang. She actually gets a Batman logo, as that's just simpler for her, as she's quite a bit like Batman in a lot of respects in this game. She cannot use Batman suits like she could in Lego Batman, the video game, but she can do Batman, Robin specific things, and she can do grapple and a lot of other cool stuff. All right, that's her. Supergirl, I believe, has Superman logo for when she flies, super strength, laser vision, X-ray vision, freeze breath, speed in building. She has all the powers of Superman. She's just a girl, which, that's okay. If you like playing girls in the Lego games, that's cool. Personally, for some reason, one of my favorite characters in this game, I think, is Black Canary. I don't know if it's because I just like Green Arrow, and she's like the only person from Green Arrow that's in here, or what. But she has Sonic Scream, so she can do that, which is like an area effect from like the original Lego Batman game. She can also do a targeting stream, so she can like target it, or you can just press the button, tap it, and there she goes. You can also do a steady stream like that, but it's also the same button where you do the big area effect. So basically that's all she's got. She can't do high jumps. I don't think she's acrobatic like that. I don't know. Yeah, you can't do a backflip with her. Usually if you can do a backflip with the character, that means they're acrobatic. Alright, this guy is definitely not acrobatic. This is Lex Luthor. He is actually pretty much useless except for the fact that he has a deconstructing gun. Now, you can only deconstruct things that are black, and there are not a lot of bad guys who are black, honestly. So, basically all you can do is punch him like that, and it's kind of annoying when you have this big bulky gun and this guy runs. They didn't have geniuses do anything like they did in Lego Marvel, so if he was considered a genius in, if he was in Lego Marvel and he was considered a genius, he'd be able to play with computers, but in this game they don't have that. So basically all he can do is deconstruct, and then Flash can outdo him by building it. So, Lex Luthor's semi-useless. Whoa, what just happened to his head there? But he's also pretty useful, as in the fact that he has this gun. Yeah, look at that head move. Like I said, there's like weird, wacky things that can happen with people's heads. And his head was still facing that one direction. Alright, let's go on to Joker, who's actually somewhat useful. He actually has a flower target. Lex had a Lex Luthor target. I'll show you that really quick. I don't know if you really saw it. He's got that Lex Luthor core, Lex Luthor target. Anyways, back to Joker. He's got flowery target. I don't know if that's just because of stuff, but I don't know what it's for. But anyways, he's got machine gun. He can do a zap. I wasn't able to show that off. He can do a zap, so he can take over for Batman's electricity suit sometimes. Not necessarily all the time, but he can. He can't really do anything with Joker, yes, but he has specific boxes he can open up. So he's got about 2 different things that he can do around Gotham and in free play levels that actually make him quite important. And I know he just looks so smug when he runs. He's like, ha, I got importance. Lex Luthor's not important as I am. Anyways, alright, moving on to Harley. Harley is actually like my favorite female bad guy, and I have no idea why. I'm starting to like Poison Ivy a little bit. I'm still not big on Catwoman because I don't know. I think she's like everyone's favorite gal. Harley used to be like, okay. My favorite version of Harley is this version of Harley. There's newer versions of Harley that I'm just not big on. So, I like this version of Harley. But she's just, like, according to the animated series, she's, like, the most adorable bad guy. Anyways, this is her, little stance here for when she wants to throw her hammer. It's actually quite adorable, I think. But, she's just, like, standing there with this hammer, like, I'm ready to throw the hammer. Basically, how the hammer works is quite a bit like the batarang. It's basically a boomerang. Which is actually really cool. She's acrobatic, so if you wanted to, I think she might be able to jump up the sides of walls and stuff. I'm not entirely sure of that one, don't quote me on it. But she can definitely swing across the poles. So like how Robin's acrobat suit can make poles, she can swing across those poles. And she can also jump high, so she can get to high places. She's a very good character to have, especially if you want to use her hammer ability. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a very good targeting logo, but I don't really know what necessarily you do for Harley. I would have done the diamonds maybe, but alright, one of my favorite bad guys in the Batman series, not in this game, the guy who does his voice, I feel kind of bad for saying this, but the guy who does his voice was a little bit annoying. Well, not the guy himself, but the voice. I feel like that was just kind of annoying. But one thing I love about Riddler fighting in this game is look how far his arm just stretched. Oh my gosh. He can open up specific boxes. Other than that, he's kind of useless as well. You can't really target with him. He can't throw his staff like I wish he could. He can't mind control people like he could in the Lego Batman video game or in the DC or excuse me, the DS version or the not virtual console. What am I talking about? The portable console of this game. He can mind control people, but in this game he can't do anything pretty much except open Riddler boxes, which is useful in levels, but again it's like a Lex Luthor thing where it's like not enough that you really feel like he should have been in this game doing that. Alright, Two-Face. This guy is practically useless in this game. I love the character Two-Face. He's actually one of my favorite bad guys. The whole fact that he has to flip a coin in order to make decisions and that he was a good guy at one point and that there's like the possibility of possible redemption. Anyways, possibility of redemption is actually kind of cool. He's got dual pistols. His targeting system's kind of lame, but he's got a targeting system. At least you can shoot at stuff if you want to. I love how he stands when he's like, I just want to shoot both my pistols. But altogether, he's really kind of a useless character. He can't really do anything in levels. He's not poison resistant like he used to be. Actually, a lot of the characters are not poison resistant. I think Joker's pretty much like one of the only characters that is. Him and Killer Croc maybe, but anyways, yeah, there's Two-Face. He's actually kind of sadly a boring character. Alright, here we got Mad Hatter, who's actually sadly more boring than he was in the first game. In the first game, he could only double jump and mind control. In this game, he can't do anything. He's kind of like Two-Face. But he's even worse than Two-Face, unfortunately, because he has no targeting ability. He can't throw his hat. Like, why wouldn't you make it where he could throw his hat? Honestly. I know he's not supposed to be seen without his hat, because it's like embarrassment for him, but it's a Lego game for crying out loud. Couldn't he be able to throw his hat, make that cool? Or like do bombs like Penguin? That would be awesome. Anyways, no. They made him kind of boring. All he does is run awesome. I love how he runs. Love how he fights. Look at this. He dances. He's like a prancing pony when he fights. It's amazing. But altogether, he's a pretty useless character. You don't use him during levels unless you just happen to go by him and you're like, oh, Mad Hatter, I love Mad Hatter. I just want to play as him and watch him run or frolic or tiptoe. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to see that? All right, next character. Sinistro. Okay, Sinistro is actually kind of cool. All he can do is fly, though. He's useful in the fact that you can fly. He has no powers to, target anything. So his target's actually quite dull. It's the mainstay targeting system, basically, that they have for pretty much everyone who's not main character. Really kind of a useless character. He's kind of like Two-Face, except he can fly, so he's somewhat more useful. But at the same time, he's still kind of useless. This guy is a little bit better off, actually, I feel. I don't know if he can do grapple, but he can definitely do targeting systems. And targeting systems are pretty much everywhere. There are certain minikits that you even have to do with the targeting system. Basically how it works, he's got a boomerang. This is Captain Boomerang, by the way. If you didn't know, I didn't say that. But Captain Boomerang has boomerangs. And, I mean, come on. Who doesn't like boomerangs? And the guy's Australian. I mean, like, why would you have an Australian bad guy? Make him a good guy. Look at his outfit. It's amazing. But, anyways, he's got some cool powers. Well, I mean, Batarang target, basically. But his targeting is kind of dull. I feel like you could have done LexCorp in blue, and it would have been better than just making it the dull targeting system. But, anyways, that's him. Scarecrow, unfortunately, just as useless as Mad Hatter. For some reason, I don't get it, but for some reason, Lego just decided to throw in a bunch of useless characters into this game. Mostly, I think it was just to fill up the character roster, unfortunately. But in Lego Marvel superheroes, they actually had quite a few characters that were like, oh, these guys are actually semi-useful. I can actually use these guys for different things. These guys, basically all he can do is scare people. Like, I mean, that's cool, because he can make them die, I guess, from being scared. Die of fright, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I just noticed this. From the top, if he runs, his hat looks like it stays in one place. This is, like, weird. Anyways, but yeah. Cool mask. Cool outfit. Scarecrow's cool in general. He's one of the oldest bad guys, second to Joker. But honestly, he's kind of boring in this game. I feel kind of bad about that. I feel like he should be just about as exciting as Joker. And Joker had at least 2 abilities that were unique, so I don't know. Okay, Freeze. One of the coolest characters, I think, for the Batman bad guys. He's actually, for me, I feel like he shouldn't even be a bad guy. But that's aside from the point. We're not here to talk about, Batman storylines. We're here to talk about the characters in the Lego game. Mr. Freeze has cannon. Unfortunately, he doesn't have like an iceberg for his targeting system, but he can freeze people. He can do a steady stream like Aquaman can. He can do targeting system. He can also just shoot one jet at a time. That one jet at a time, or the targeting system, actually helps with certain mini kits and items around Gotham City, so gold bricks or anything like that. Basically, sometimes you just need to shoot one little beam of ice, and there you go, he's got that. There's no other character that can do that. Superman cannot do that with his freeze breath, even though he should be able to. Just be like, poof, with your mouth. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to. But anyways, I don't know how that didn't hit Aquaman. But anyways, you can target, but for some reason I can't target Aquaman. Anyways, so that's Mr. Freeze. He's also got super strength, actually. So he's actually got a few things going for him. It seems like he's more useful than Joker, I would say. But some people might, get mad at me for saying that, but I feel like he is. Alright, Killer Croc. He's actually got a few things going for him, too. He's got where he can actually go underwater, like, Aquaman here. I'm just gonna grab him and just walk around. I like how he's flailing his body. He's like, I don't want to be picked up. He's got super strength underwater, so, and above water, too. So, he's kind of a great character to have. I'm actually looking forward to him being a big fig in Lego Batman 3, so just thought you guys should know that. But anyways, he's got super strength. He can go underwater. He's actually a pretty good character to have as well. If you don't have Aquaman, he's a good one. He can't shoot water out of anything. That would be kind of funny if he did it out of his mouth. Also, at the same time, it'd be kind of gross. But if he did, like, acid out of his mouth, that'd be kind of handy. Like, if it was the green goo. Anyways, that'd be kind of gross, but actually, at the same time, it'd be kind of handy. Alright, Bane. My favorite bad guy in the Batman series. Oh my gosh, I love Bane cartoons. I don't even know why. I feel like, technically, I know he's like I feel like he's an anti-hero. That's what I feel like he is. But, because I know he helps the Batman family at some points, and in some recent comics, he's actually been fighting against Scarecrow in like a Arkham War kind of thing, where he's kind of acting as the Batman as Batman's gone. Anyways, what he does in this game is pretty much just super strength. He can't fly, he doesn't have a targeting system, but he really can't do a whole lot in this game. He's a little bit better than Two-Face. He's about on the par with Sinistro. So there's like levels of usefulness, and he's kind of low on the levels of usefulness. But he does have some usefulness, so it's actually kind of important that well, not exactly important, but it's kind of good thing that he's here because he has some usefulness. Some characters it's like, why are they even here? But anyways, alright, so yeah, that's Bane. He's semi-useful. Alright, Catwoman. She's got a whip. The whip doesn't really do anything. If they gave the whip an ability, that'd be kind of nice. She can run around like a cat, which is actually kind of funny. She runs on all fours when she runs. She can't do any kind of Zorb Ball. There's actually no character that can do a Zorb Ball like Link. I don't want to call him Link, probably because I'm playing Minish Cap. No, like Robin can. Robin can actually do a Zorb Ball with his acrobat suit, but she does have acrobatic abilities, as you can tell by the backflip here. Most acrobatic people have that backflip. Harley has that backflip. Catwoman has that backflip. I believe Poison Ivy actually has that backflip, who will be coming too soon. But she can do some acrobatic moves. She has claws, so I know she can do wall jumps. So if you wanted somebody who can do a wall jump besides Robin, she is your girl, I guess you could say. Alright, Poison Ivy. Let's see. Yes, she is acrobatic. She has specific walls that she can go into. She can morph through walls, which is actually kind of why I was wondering, or actually, myself, I was wondering why Martian Manhunter couldn't go through those walls as well, as he can go through walls. He's got a lot of powers in the comics that they didn't explore in this game. I don't know if it was just because of memory or what, but anyway, she's got her own walls she can go through. She's got a whip like Catwoman. I think they designed her quite a bit off of Catwoman, but she's a little bit different. She's got her own thing, so I guess it's kind of important that she be here. So that's kind of nice. All right, Penguin. I think he's one of the coolest bad guys. I got like a list of 10 bad guys in the Batman series that I just absolutely love. Bane, of course, is on the top, like I've said, but Penguin's actually in that list of 10. Basically, he can launch out penguins, and then if you hold down the button that launches them out, which is the action button, he can explode them. He's got a what is it? Gun umbrella, so he can just shoot. If you just tap it, you can shoot. Hold it down, you can target. So he's got a few things going for him, as his penguins can blow up silver objects. So he's actually quite useful. He can also glide, as that can be necessary. He's quite a bit like the penguin that you may have seen if you've played this game in Lego Batman, the video game. He's quite a bit like that penguin. I don't even think he's really been redesigned according to the game. But anyways, that is Penguin for you. This is Killer Moth. One of the weirdest guys ever, and he stands quite a bit like Harley, which is kind of weird. Killer Moth, really? Targeting with a gun. You can shoot. He can't do anything with the action button. He can fly, but that is pretty much it for him. He's about as useless as Sinistro. Kind of somewhere between the lines of Sinistro and Two-Face, really. But anyways, that is Killer Moth. Not really all that useful. Alright, Man-Bat. He's actually a little bit more useful. He has flight, like a lot of other characters do in this game. Not a whole lot, I guess. About like a fourth to an eighth of the characters have flight. But he's also got the sonic boom noise like Black Canary. He can do specific jolts. He can target it. He's got a simple targeter. Or you can do this. You just bombard someone with the scream. Anyways, he's got flight. I think he has super strength too. I'm pretty sure he does. I know he does in Lego Batman, the video game. Oh, he flies when he walks fast. What the heck? What? If you go straight or something? Okay, that's interesting. You just go straight long enough, he'll just fly. He's like, I don't want to walk. What the hey? Anyways, I'm pretty sure he has super strength. He's actually a pretty good character. He's got a couple things going for him. A few things, so he's kind of nice. Alright, Clayface. He cannot double jump like he could in the first game. I didn't get why he was able to double jump in the first game, but he's actually got texturing in this game. You can actually see some of it too, which is actually really cool. I actually love the texturing they gave him, and I actually hadn't seen it until just now that they gave him that texturing. Really, unfortunately, all he can do is super strength stuff. He can't morph into walls like he should be able to. He can't grow huge. They haven't introduced big figs in this game. But really all he's got is super strength. So he's about on par with Sinistro and Bane. So that's Clayface. Alright, Hush. Pretty much a Two-Face duplicate, like he was in the first game. Except in the first game he didn't have going through acid, and he still doesn't. Pretty much just a duplicate. There's nothing that they have for him that's like genius ability or anything like that. So he's pretty much just got the pistols, runs around, asks if you want to know a secret, and all that stuff. So Hush is actually kind of a scary person to even have in this game, I think. So the fact that they even have him here is actually kind of interesting. Alright, we have Roz Al Ghul, or Rosh Al Ghul. Some people call him Rosh. I don't know why you'd call him Rosh. It doesn't look like Rosh, but some people call him Roz. I call him Roz because I saw the Dark Knight movie, or not the Dark Knight movie, Batman Begins movie, and that's what I kept hearing them say. But maybe they said Rosh in that movie. I don't know. Anyways, basically all he does is use sword play. I don't believe he has acrobat skills. Oh, I guess he does have it. No, he doesn't have a high jump. It's just a double jump. Anyways, unfortunately, he's a very boring character as well. All right, General Zod, a very useful character, actually. He can replace Superman. He's got all of Superman's powers because he's a Kryptonian. So he's got freeze breath. He's got laser vision. He actually has a dull. He has a very generic targeting system. But whoa, that was a creepy head display there, dude. It's just like do that and then like that. His head just like completely does a 360. That's awesome. Or 180, I guess it is. Super strength. What? Where did Aquaman go? Oh, that was weird. Okay, super strength, super fast building, flight. All the other powers that Superman has. Whoa, Aquaman appeared again. So, that's General Zod. Yeah. Oh, and also invincibility. General Zod, what's her name? Supergirl, Wonder Woman, this guy Brainiac, and Superman all have invincibility. Brainiac actually has invincibility, and this is Brainiac here. If you hear, he's got the same metallic cling sound as, what's his name now? Cyborg. So he's got magnetic powers. He doesn't have any kind of targeting thing, which I guess is kind of fortunate. He can fly, so he does have a targeting thing, I guess. He can target in the air, but he can't really like shoot anything. I feel like he should be able to shoot beams from his hand like Iron Man or something. It's like, you're supposed to be that powerful, aren't you, Brainiac? I don't know. Alright, that's Brainiac. He's actually quite useful. He's got magnetic powers and all that stuff, so... Oh, and also super strength. Ooh, and then one other thing that I learned is he's actually afraid of kryptonite. Like General Zod, and Supergirl, and Superman. So that's kind of interesting. I think that's pretty much it for Brainiac. I love his outfit, though. I wish they'd make him into a Lego figure, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they will. Alright, Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne in himself, he's actually pretty boring. He can pretty much just punch. He doesn't have a targeting system. He can't fly because he's Bruce Wayne. But he can jump into the Batman suit, suit, what is that? Suit, panels. Into the suit panels, and he can become Batman. So that makes him kind of special. And it's kind of nice that they involved him in that because of that. Alright, Dick Grayson is very much the same. Very boring. Pretty much you could just have fun looking at his action moves as he's fighting. And then how they grab people and all that stuff. They don't have any kind of targeting thing because they can't throw anything. But he can also jump into the Robin suit panels and become Robin in any kind of suit that you need him to be in. So that's kind of cool. I don't need to be Aquaman again. I need to be Clark Kent. Alright, Clark Kent, basically he is Superman. He's afraid of kryptonite. His head does weird stuff when you do laser vision. You can do laser vision. Oh, one fun thing. I don't know if you can really see it. He lowers his glasses there. When he's doing the laser vision, trying to help you see it. There you go. If you can kind of see it a little bit. He lowers his glasses when he does laser vision. All of Superman's powers, except he can't fly. So he has super buildings. I wish he had super speed, though, because he's on the ground level. It's just like, make it super speed, because Clark Kent uses that so much. He uses super speed like a ton. Personally, I love Clark Kent more than I like Superman, but that's just me. Alright, Lexbot. This thing's kind of useless, as I wish it could do some of the electricity stuff. Go through electricity barriers and stuff, but it really can't. All it does is shoot. You can do targeting. You have the LexCorp logo, which actually is kind of good that they were able to use that. I feel like they could have done that for Boomerang and like made it a little bit better, but yeah, kind of a boring one. Alright, Two-Face Goon. No guns on these goons for some reason. This guy doesn't have a gun. All he can do is punch, so he's about the same level as Scarecrow and, well, Scarecrow and Mad Hatter. Riddler Goon, about the same. This guy looks a little bit, well, I mean, look at his outfit. That's like the old Riddler outfit where he just had question marks all over the place. Mime Goon, this guy doesn't have a gun. He actually doesn't look too mad. He's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I'm missing something. He's got the Joker logo on his back, but he looks very mime-ish. We have this guy who's actually in a Lego set. I don't know if the Mime Goon is. I don't think so. I think he has, yeah, he has the Joker logo on his back, which actually, I don't know why he would be advertising that. Just like, yeah, I'm the Joker's fan. I'm one of his minions. Just like, it's like, how do these bad guys get all these minions anyways? I have no idea. Alright, police officer. He has a Joker logo. No, I'm kidding. He's basically Two-Face, with one pistol. He can't really do much. Basically just shoots from the pistol, runs around, has a targeting system. Not a very big one. I wish they would have done a police logo for him, though. That would have been cool. Alright, Vicki Vale. I heard on the wiki that she had pepper spray, but I think that's probably in the, what is it? She can grab people. That's weird. But I think that's probably in the portable version that she has pepper spray. Anyways, Vicki Vale, I think she's actually pretty a boring character. I don't think she can do a whole lot. I think she was pretty much just in here for kicks. As I say that, she kicks in the air. Anyways, I think it was just to kind of reference Batman comics and kind of like, oh, look, Vicki Vale from, you know, Batman. Alright, Lois Lane. They did Clark Kent. They really didn't do a whole lot for outside Batman universe characters, so I feel like having Lois Lane was actually a good thing, and they made a lot of the Superman people quite useful. So I feel like having a useless Lois Lane actually wasn't too bad of an idea, as long as they didn't have like so many useless characters, because already we're on to like 4 or 5, I think. Actually a lot more than that if you count the ones that are only like guns. Commissioner Gordon doesn't even have a gun, can't target anything, all he does is punch, so he's about as useless as Vicki Vale and Lois Lane. Then Alfred Pennyworth, the last person. Oh my gosh, I love you, Alfred. He has a bat logo? Holy cow, I didn't even know that. I was just using his petri dish. He can shoot. Okay, I have to show this off. If you guys haven't seen the episode where I'm in the amusement mile doing this, you need to seriously watch this. He's got a petri dish. He can throw it like a boomerang. Like, Alfred is the boss of all bosses. Like, I know he's a butler, but he's like the boss of all bosses. You can't beat that. Then his double jump is like, he rides the petri dish. Come on, dude. There's no way you can beat this guy. Oh my gosh. He's so amazing. I wish he could jump into like bat suits and be like Alfred in Batman's suit. That'd be awesome. Anyways, Alfred is our last character. There are the custom characters. If you watch my last episode, I'll have a thing up saying previous video or previous episode, whatever. Just previous at the end of this thing. And then you can watch that if you want, and that shows off the character maker. I'm here at Wayne Manor, signing off as Alfred. If you want to enter the contest that I have that's going until November 17th of 2014, it is the chance that you may have in order to win Lego Batman 3, which is the newest Lego Batman game coming out at the time of this recording of this video. I don't know if they're going to come out with a Lego Batman 4. If they do, that's kind of cool, but I haven't even played Lego Batman 3 yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Kind of funny that I'm Alfred, and that's his door in the background. Anyways, but if you guys want a chance to win Lego Batman 3, make sure you click the annotation for the Bat Achievement Contest. Please watch that video so you can know the full details of the video of the contest, and then you can enter your video response. Make sure you enter your video response before November 17th of 2014 so that you can have a possibility to win Lego Batman 3. If you want to watch the next episode, actually there's not going to be a next episode. This is the last episode. Wow. I'm done with this LP, guys. I didn't even expect that. That was so unexpected, and I'm the one making this video. If you want to see the previous episode with any of the stuff about it, I talk about the character maker and some other fun stuff in that last episode just to finish up this thing and get it 100% completed. If you want to see that, go ahead and click the previous button annotation. And if you want to see any of the other episodes in this series, such as the free play levels, the original story mode levels, or if you want to see me running around Gotham trying to collect some gold bricks, some red bricks, characters, and all sorts of other stuff, make sure you click playlist. I had fun with this LP. I hope you guys had fun watching, and I will see you guys in my next Let's Play.